For the past few weeks, our team has been working on one goal: competing at college nationals in Atlanta, Georgia. I've been balancing school, training, and trying to improve in tennis and pickleball at the same time, and it hasn't been easy. But this is the kind of tournament that everything builds towards, especially this being my last year here in college, hopefully. Imagine I just failed class. So this past weekend, some of the best college teams all gathered up all in one place to play a tournament in Atlanta, Georgia, the Nationals. And the level here, so we're coming in as UAH1 along with our Team 2 and our Challenge brackets. We're one of the top teams in Alabama so far, but to be honest, that really does not matter once you step court at Nationals. So we got teams like FAU, Utah Tech, UConn, Harvard, anything and everything. If they made it, they're there. So we got a bunch of stacked lineups, all trying to make a run. Every match is going to be tough, and at this level, it only takes a couple points to swing momentum. For me, this isn't about winning. I'm just kidding, yes it is. But it's about seeing where my game has actually gone from like a year ago when I played PPA with my cousin, featuring Enrique. I'll put a little photo of him. So this is all to see where I'm really at, competing against high-level players, figuring out what I need to do to improve my game to get better and better every day, and to finally reach my goal of 5-0 officially, and eventually push even further. So the question is, can we make a good run at Nationals? Can I perform at the level I've been working toward? Or am I going to get exposed the moment things go south? Let's find out.
Are you getting guesses today?
Boy. Headed to the venue. Woke up a little bit later, but we're headed there right now. We start at 1. It's about like 12 o'clock. About like a 20-minute drive, but we're gonna get some Burger King first, eat a little bit, so I'm a little bit fueled, and then we'll go ahead and get started with some singles. Okay, so here we're actually pulling up to the Lifetime facility. It's actually pretty cool. It's very pretty. It's pretty big, to be honest. One of the best ones I've ever actually seen. Really, really nice. I've been to some Lifetimes before a while ago. And then here I got a little picture of some Quest milkshakes that we got when I was playing singles. So I'm warming up here a little bit with my buddy David. Just warming up what I need. Kind of just focusing on just warming most of the stuff up, because when we arrived it was a little bit late, to be honest. We were just a tad. But you know, it's okay. Here, just practicing some drops, trying to get that consistency in no matter what, right? Trying to get every ball in, right? Then here I made him move back, and then I went forward. We kind of just switch it around every now and then, getting some volleys here, focusing on going forward on these balls, and being aggressive, right? Just getting every shot warmed up here, and then we started getting some rolls here, going for whatever I needed to. But yeah, it's a pretty good facility. I was pretty astonished as how big it was, to be honest. Even though I've been to some before, but just the sheer amount of people here that you can fit was pretty crazy. Here, just messing around with David before we start our match, because he also had some singles matches.
He's gonna have to be okay with it.
All right, so first match, we got up Brennan Davis. Maddie she did not record in the beginning, so we're a couple points in here. Went a little bit crazy in that first ball, just kind of testing the waters. But after that, I kind of recognized I really just need to be consistent with this guy. Just kind of keeping every ball in. Eventually, he'll get them out. Really nice guy, though. He came from Michigan. His team came from Michigan, so pretty solid stuff. And there's a slice on my part. So that's one thing I did notice a lot is some pickleball players that didn't come from tennis. They really don't react well to the slice. They're just not used to it, I guess. They're used to like that top spin type of ball. But it's a great change of pace. They're a nice guy, him. He actually gave me that point. Gave me the ball back. Thought it was out, but I think it was barely lined. But yeah, a lot of people don't really recognize that slice a little bit too often. Not only does it change that pace in tennis, changing up the pace, kind of messing up the rhythm, but it's also just a difficult ball for them to get. He had a great shot there when he came up to the net, so good part on him. But yeah, that slice, trying to get that in, keeping it low. Same thing with that return, trying to keep that deep and also moving him around. It's a lot harder for people to get balls when they're moving compared to when they're standing still. So as long as I keep any movement up on his part, I think that'll be good. Here I was feeling a little bit more comfortable, just giving myself more margin, bring that ball up if needed, and then he would miss it. So consistency is the name of the game a lot of the times, just kind of keeping it nice and smooth. This tournament did feel really good with my serves. Go on like a 3 or 4 point winning streak here with just my serve. So I really do. I've enjoyed it so far. It's the paddles helped me a lot. I know I kind of went for a little bit too much, but trying to go YOLO. I felt confident with going up, so I just kind of went for it. Yeah, I've been using the Diadem Blue Core 14 millimeter hybrid model. I've been using the Pro 16 for doubles, a little bit more control on my end there. But compared to this one, this gives me a lot more pop, as you can see here with these serves. I felt really confident with it, so it really does help me out a lot, especially for singles. Good shot there, just not enough margin on my end. That one I was low-key afraid because he had a lot of power into it, but thankfully he missed it. And then here, coming up to the net,
Good
finding
spot,
the opportunity,
Santi.
stepping in, finishing the point.
On what?
Same thing there, good serve on my end, keeping it deep. Picks a timeout here, just try to change up some momentum, but we come back here, one good serve, coming up to the net, and it worked. He had a good shot there on his end. Good serve here. I just way too low, popping that ball up way too much, but it's okay. It is what it is. Still try to keep it nice and consistent here after this. Playing it smart. So there's a slice, changing up that pace a little bit.
I do too.
Bringing him up to the net, finding that angle as much as I can, trying to drop it, and
Yeah,
then
we do.
passing him here.
Yes! I have my stuff.
Good little serve and cross, and then he wasn't able to handle that, and then we finished the match. Great guy, good match. Now, unfortunately, with Will Lieberman and my third match, Maddie was not able to record because we were indoors at this time, and then Jacob was also, he actually did record, but I was trying to go through his GoPro footage and it got corrupted. It was like one of these cheap GoPros, so it's okay. But it's okay. It was a great match, great learning lesson, and you'll see here at the end of this video when I'm kind of doing a little more of a, not really an analysis, but kind of talking more about each match, that it was a fun one, and he was pretty solid. Then for our match match 3, I had Gavin Schaff, another kind of weird positioning to be able to record. Maddie wasn't able to record it, so I have no footage on that match, unfortunately. But it was a good match. I'll talk more about it here at the end with more of a with each score. But it was a good match. It was fun, and it was enjoyable. I'll get more footage next time, and I have more for doubles for sure. Match number 4, I had Ethan Martin. Thankfully, Maddie was able to record this match. Starting off strong here, finding that opportunity to come up to the net, keeping him moving. Like I said before, I try to tell my students that all the time in tennis, is you always want to find your corners. Never really want to keep it in the middle. Like that one, good cross court, going left, right, and then he was able to miss this ball here. Once again, this was a really nice dude as well. All of them were really good people, and they're pretty nice people to talk to. That one's a little bit out on his end, but bringing him up, trying to find that ball down the line. Got to work on that a little bit more. Keep it a little bit lower just so it's not as high for them to just kill if I play against a little bit better people. Good cross-court flick. Trying to talk to my cousin about that too, where we need to focus on that flick, especially in doubles too. Staying aggressive on all those shots. Make sure we're not really giving our opponent any time to move. Everything here, good point. Almost had me, but I need to finish that a little bit stronger. Like that one, probably a pretty bad ball to go up on. Thankfully, I won the point, but oh man, that ball was literally in the middle. I'm just giving them all the options in the world, so I have to always pick a corner. Always pick a corner. Thankfully, he actually called that ball in, so we got a lot of nice people in this tournament. Like I said before, it's tough calls, so it's hard to tell. So he gave me that point, and then we ended up switching sides. Good approach, 1-2 punch, coming up to the net, trying to finish it. Now that last finish, I probably should do a little bit more on it because I kind of just popped it in place. Left foot slide, feeling like Novak, which is always awesome. And then that one, I'm just slow, to be honest. Like I just got lazy on that one. I need to move a little bit extra and be aggressive. Like that one was good. I came up, I found that opportunity, found a short ball, came up, moved it, you know, picked a corner, and then became aggressive with it. That's a good shot on his end. Hit the net, but not much I can do there. Just adjust if I need to. Good little dip there. I literally thought he almost had me. Thankfully, he did not, because that would have been a tough ball to get. Not Rafa. I wish. Rafa Nadal, that is, not Rafa Hewitt. Like I said, a lot of the things that I found during this tournament, especially with match 1 and 2 and 4, these matches, is just be a little bit more. I just needed to be consistent with these guys, and I eventually found a corner. Not lazy like that. That one I was lazy, did not move, and just I don't even know what I did there. Talking about pausing it, but she knew. Maddie knows. Good cross court here, giving him the option to go ATP. Thankfully, he missed it, but that would have been a great clip on his end. Little net, but it's okay because I just absolutely drill it straight to the net, lose the point, but I can't miss those, especially singles. This is rally scoring, so every single point counts, especially these serves. Short ball coming in, nice and aggressive, especially that backhand. I was tennis and backhand, tennis and pickleball. I always try to go to their backhand when I'm going for their approach. Just makes it a little bit more difficult. And then that was match. So I finished all of my pool play. Oops, I can't put it up. I finished all our pool play. I had 5 people in our pool. First match, played against this dude named Brendan Davis. Chill guy. I think they came from like, what was it? It was like Michigan. So pretty far. They flew over. Beat him 21-7. Made my duper go up by .055, which was good. Then my next match, Maddie wasn't able to record because we were just like indoors and it was kind of weird. That was against a student named William Lieberman. Now, when I was going into these matches, usually I try not to look at their rating and stuff, just so it's kind of just I go in blind and I play my game. That's what I used to do for tennis. Anyway, so I went in just playing. He started serving pretty good in the beginning. Well, no, I feel like I started missing a lot in the beginning. His serve wasn't really anything crazy, but then when he was coming up, he had a good approach. And then I was kind of just popping it up for him. So I was down for like quite a bit. It was like 8-0 or something. And then I started coming back. And then I ended up getting it to like, I forgot.
16-18.
16-18 or something. And then he started getting some extra points up. And then I ended up losing actually that match. It was 21-16. So he had 21, I had 16. But then my duper still went up by .041 because apparently that dude was like a 5-7. So it was I was actually surprised. I was like, oh shoot, that's pretty good. So I kind of just need to just go in, play my game. And I think I was playing good, especially in the second half where I kind of locked it in a way. I don't know, like I was playing a little bit smarter. In the beginning, I was kind of just popping it up, and then he was just murdering me on it, to be honest. So the next match, I played this dude named Gavin Vanderschaff. I beat him 21-16. Duper went up by .017 or something. You can't really see it, but I'll put a screenshot. And because he was a 4-7, we're on a 4-7, so it was a tough match, but it was fun. I don't know. I feel like I was feeling comfortable, and then towards the end, I kind of started slowing down. I have no idea why. And then he started getting a little bit more points back, but then I still ended up taking it, which was good. And then my final match was against this kid named Ethan Martin. He was like a 3-9, so I beat him like 21-5, and then went up by .034. So I ended up still going up in my duper, which is actually pretty good. I like that. So that's the whole goal. You know, it's not just about winning. It is about winning, to be honest. But I don't mind. Progress is still progress. So I'm up to a 4.965.
I think your reliability went up. too.
And my reliability went up because I haven't played a lot of matches. But yeah, overall solid win. Unfortunately, the only like the top one guy out of the pool goes into bracket play, which is kind of dumb to be honest. Because there's only 10 pools, so it's only like 10 guys. It's around 16, and like more than half of them have like a bye. Which, I mean, I don't know why they really do that. Should have done like at least top 2, maybe even top 3, make it more exciting. I guess you get more people in. But anyways, oh well, I don't really make the rules. What do you think? I mean, that's kind of...
Yeah, I think it was mainly just so they had enough court space because there's also the challenger singles going on today too. We have a few players from our team in that as well. So I think that's most likely why, but I still think it was kind of silly to give most of them a bye and then only have 10 players in the bracket.
So, but it is what it is. I don't really make the rules, so just got to deal with it. At least I got second. It doesn't really matter, I guess, but it's still good, solid stuff, solid gameplay. So now I gotta practice a little bit more for tomorrow. I have doubles with Michael and Gianna, and then Maddie has doubles with David in their challenger draw. So we'll see how that goes, and hopefully we can get some good content whenever we can, to be honest. So we'll see how it goes. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I feel like